We survived eating steak in front of each other. We shall level up to nachos. Nachos are not something that's like a go-to for me. They're good. They are. I just don't like them with a lot of like extra shit on it. It's like nachos, yeah. Tortilla chips and cheese. I can do that. I can deal with that. But when people are like throwing jalapenos and stuff on it, I'm like, do you hate your stomach? Do you hate your digestive tract? Like, honestly, do you enjoy waking up middle of the night and running to the bathroom hoping you'll make it in time, beating sweat? Yep. That actually that did with the ground turkey actually sounded really, really good. So, while I wait for him to get out here, I will show you what I actually got. I'm hoping I didn't leave what I needed inside. Not just for this aesthetic. I've wanted a pipe for a while, but this is specifically a Shire pipe. They're made in the style and the fashion of the pipes that similar to what they use in Lord of the Rings. They're just made in a more contemporary style for us. There he is, making his grand entrance.
I had to change some settings around.
I saw when the Twitch went live. Is she still out here?
Huh?
Oh yeah, she's still out here.
Yeah,
Just making
she's
sure
still
she's still out here.
That bitches.
Say hello to Maldris, everybody, aka one of my former crewmates. He doesn't have his full aesthetic on. His former name was Red Eye Jake whenever we worked together.
I'll make sure there was audio going through.
Yeah, I just heard it. Yeah. Yo ho, smoke rings, Gandalf. Welcome, everybody. This is Maldris of Malcontent, as he likes to go by. And I'm, of course, Mythos Nerd. And Homo Sapien says hello.
Hello, Homo Sapien.
We have Homo Sapien, we have Porg, and we have Real Weirdo at the moment. We have a few other people in here. I don't recognize the names right away, but feel free to make yourselves known, everybody. Don't be shy, please.
I just cut my fingernail. Fuck off.
I was gonna say, do you need help with that? I can go get you a little high chair too, if that would help.
Shut up.
Anywho,
I will slap you into Pennsylvania.
I would like that very much. Could it be northern Pennsylvania?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good. Can I get first class, or is it only business? It's commercial. Don't say commercial. I draw the line at commercial.
All right. Cargo.
At least I'll get to be with
That's
all.
how you hit the rocks all the way there.
At least I'll be with all the pets in cargo. Because that's just so messed up that they put the pets in cargo. It's like I'm sure it's stable and it's safe enough, but it's like, can you imagine just like, what did I do? Why did I end up in here in the dark with all these other weird animals? I don't belong here. How is it?
It's actually really good.
Which one is this one?
This is Hazy Cannon.
Hazy Cannon, made by Heavy Seas. And the percentage on this is 7.25%. One of the other ones he has in the fridge currently is 9%.
Why does anybody drink anything less than like 6?
Because they hate themselves and they hate joy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so
frat boys and their PBR.
Hey. PBR does in a pinch, if it has to. Because it's not...
PBR is what you drink when you're already drunk.
That's true, because it goes down like piss water, which is all it's going to turn into anyway.
I mean, you can't taste anything, so...
Well...
once you reach that point.
Right. That's when you wind up... That's like when you get so high, you're like looking at everything, and everything's suddenly food. You look at the litter thinking, this is crunchy.
Oh, Crystal Tokyo, hi.
Crystal Tokyo, yes.
Nice to see you. Yeah, I've got this whole thing. Did you already explain what I'm doing?
I did not. So essentially, this is how this works. He's got his laptop and he's got a capture card set up, which is what we're going to use for the PlayStation, so he can run it through to his Twitch stream as well. So he can stream his video with him while we watch, and they can still see the video output for Black Flag as we play. But the thing is that with this going on, this was actually very clever on his end. what he's essentially doing is he has TikTok open through his browser on his laptop in there, and he's essentially using a what is it called? A screen cam, essentially, where you're recording, where you're basically running a webcam stream, but through your actual screen, what's being viewed on the screen itself.
Yes and no. The only part that actually made sense was the last thing you said. Basically,
And yet you wanted me to explain, damn you.
I thought you had an idea of what I was doing.
I was giving a generic, non-smart, techie way.
No, essentially what I do in OBS or Open Broadcast System, whatever the broadcasting system that I'm on have on the computer, all I did was just take the screen, whatever screen is on there. You can actually pick individually what screen you're going to use, and just post it up on the video. That's it.
And so, by that extension, he's simply just running his Twitch using that video input.
Yeah.
And that's what's going live on his Twitch right now. And then all that's going to happen is, I'm just going to pick this up with the tripod, walk in there, start my Twitch stream, and then the capture card will run it through to his computer, and he'll just transfer the video output to go to that instead.
Pretty much. It's basically my Twitch stream is going to be I don't want to say flawless, but it's the flow stream. It's where we are literally going from here into there.
Pretty much, yeah. So everything's happening on my TV still. I can still see it, but it's also being doubled to go to his laptop to where he can use that output to go to his Twitch stream. So that's actually very clever. It's what most people do that will be, doing Twitch, but also wanting to record the gameplay to post it on something like YouTube or something, and then they can also edit it later. So that will be what I'm going for as soon as I can get a decent laptop. Yes.
Yeah. At some point, I actually plan on. On my Twitch, I thought I have it up. I guess I don't have it in view right now, but I've got my goals. You want your laptop. I want a nice PC setup.
The $1,800 to $2,500 thing that no one's got the money to show on. They offer monthly plans on that, actually.
I know,
from $35 to like $80, $90 a month or something.
Yeah.
But it's just a question of if you want to incur such a thing, and if you're actually going to keep up with it, or if you want to pay it off ahead of time.
I'm a big fan of paying things off ahead of time, but it's also I have to clear space for it first.
Yeah, no, because
you saw my setup.
Well, that's not something you're going to keep in that type of setup. Or at the very least, you're going to rearrange everything so it's safe, it's secure, because you're not shelling out that kind of money just to risk something accidentally falling or something tipping over or being knocked by a loose wire or something like that.
And in general, just being in a more climate-controlled location. Yeah. Because it gets hot as balls in the middle of summer trying to stream in that room.
And
he has a setup. Summer streams, I'm literally just sweating.
He's got a good setup. I like it. It's a little enclosed area that he has in a section of his house. But just like anything else, there is of course where you want to make room so that everyth's
It all makes perfect sense.
It all makes. Is that what Crystal
thinks you make perfect sense.
Well, I appreciate that. I know that I like to feel that I'm at least somewhat contributing, but I totally understand that when I'm sitting next to this asshole, that he's going to make it seem like everything I do is wrong. Kona! What are you doing? Kona, what are you doing?
Well, if I didn't, it wouldn't be funny.
Did you just start eating grass because you're fucking bored? Yeah, we're not giving her enough attention, so she started eating grass.
It's legal now in this state.
No, it's legal to grow it, up to 4 plants. It's legal to gift up to 1 ounce to somebody as a gift.
Gift it.
Yes, you can't sell it, but you may gift it.
It's not valves, it's buds. Buds.
That's what it's going to be, and in about 3 years it will be a market. I'm actually in the talks with somebody to actually go into a friend of mine that I've known since I was a child. He is making jams and stuff like now with like pumpkin butter and everything like that, and pears and peaches and everything like that. And he brought some over in a small jar, and it was really, really good actually. If I can get a hold of some more, I'll definitely send it your way because it's terrific stuff. So it's just jams and butters and stuff like that. And he's
We do not condone drug use.
We do not.
Alcohol is an exception.
Yes, exactly. But he's he knows a guy who harvests THC oil and uses it for food and stuff like that, for edible things and stuff like that, for whether it be stress or for uplift or anything like that. And he had some of his jam, and he's like getting jars and jars of stuff because he loves it, and he's using it to infuse with his oil that he harvests. So he's like, this could be an enterprise. I'm like, dude, in 3 years it's going to be an open market. There's nothing in this market at the moment. So get a piece of that right now. You'll already have had an established thing going on, and it's legal for you to be able to extract the oil up to like a certain amount, and then you can make things out of it. You're allowed to, as long as you're not stockpiling like jars and jars of the oil, essentially. So that's the idea, is that we're kind of talking about it. And I'm like, if I said I'd be glad to be part of the enterprise as long as I get the proper education on it. He's like, and the guy's like, absolutely, because you need to be educated on it. You know, you can easily do it legally. Just need to know what the inner workings of it are, so that you don't accidentally throw yourself under the bus trying to get into something like this. Because that's for me. I don't condone drug use, but at the same time, if I say that, that also is talking about over the counter stuff too. I don't like medicine at all. I haven't taken medicine in 10 years. Last time I took it was because I had a fever of about 110 a year, 2 years ago, and I was like, no, I just can't do it. I need a Motrin. I need something to level me out. Otherwise, I feel like I'm gonna waste away. That was one day, and I took a Motrin. I took a few Motrin, and I was all right by the next day. But it had been a good solid 12 years since I had taken medicine up until that point.
So you don't condone drug abuse.
I do not condone drug abuse. I do not mind recreational use for certain things. I do not like the abuse of things that will allow you to alleviate the responsibility from you, which is why I also don't condone people who overly and excessively drink too much.
Shut up.
Too much, I said. You still function and pay your bills, don't you? Now notice I said function and pay his bills. I didn't say he functioned well, but he's able to get up and go do whatever the hell he needs to do.
It's just gotta get done. It's gotta get done.
Exactly. That's exactly what that is. And it's a...
I condone natural remedies and plant medicine. Oh, yes, you do, Crystal Tokyo.
Funny thing is about... Oh, my God.
Lord, your Discord.
Pirate dad sitting at the bar discussing finances.
Shut up.
I mean,
just because I've started actually dabbling in, like, what was it, Wall Street,
stocks in crypto.
Stonks in crypto.
Storks.
Look, just because I've actually started doing that does not mean. Look,
he's looking out for his retirement. He's not gonna throw all of the retirement into it.
Right.
But you know that
had to watch the markets too. I mean, after they stole the goods and then resold them, but still, you gotta watch who wants what.
Exactly. I've been watching that pretty frequently myself. Crypto can easily bail out on you on a dime. All it takes is one bad day. Haha. I know what that reference is. I think everybody knows what that reference is. But literally, it could take an hour, and Bitcoin will drop by 50%, and that's a 10,000 to 20,000 loss, like in an hour's time frame.
It really depends on how much money you put into it and what you're condoning.
I just mean the value of a Bitcoin goes doin by that much within an hour. It can.
Well, I tell you what. One that I just decided to piss off with was this new one that's called Sheeb Coin. It's like Dogecoin, but it's like. Specifically was like Sheeb USA. It starts at, let me see if I can 0.0000720.
Yep.
For $1.60.
How many shares did you have?
222,222. Exact
for
number.
$1. For
$1.60
and 200,000 shares.
Hey, I made 9 cents today.
That was when I originally had a bunch of Doge. I bought it when it was 0.0000059 or something like that. and this past year it jumped up exponentially to about 10 cents.
Did you hit it?
To a full 10 cents. Yes. I did not because I got rid of it. I'd had them for like nearly 2 years, and about 6 months prior, I had about 5 to 800,000 shares because I was just intermittently throwing pocket change, $5, $10, something like that. But and then I just went ahead and got rid of it because I'd been holding it for 2.5 years, and blah, blah, blah. It was never amounting to anything. So yeah, those 800,000 shares that I bought at 0.00000059 really only worth like $50 total of what I've been investing into it. That $50 times so 10 cents out of dollar is 1/10. So then extrapolate that the $50 would have probably turned into about like $800,000 to $900,000. I did the math at one point. I looked at it myself. I was like, I just lost nearly $1 million because I didn't hold on to this for another 6 months.
What do you use? You use like...
I use Robinhood.
Robinhood?
It's easiest because they have access to things like Doge and stuff. A lot of the other Coinbase apps or whatever, they don't let you have access to it. They just simply show you the market. They don't let you actually buy it.
Well, Webull just opened it up.
Webull did open it up. I did see that. I've got Webull, I've got Coinbase, and I've got Robinhood.
Nice.
Simply because I do want to get into other stocks because I do follow some market stuff and websites. Actually do show you
Damn, I was actually hoping you didn't have any of that yet because I was gonna be like, hey, I would love to have some free shares. Here, let me piggyback off of that shit. No.
Why not go back to the bartering system?
I mean, that's basically what it is.
It pretty much is. The plunder economy ain't what it used to be.
That's why I'm invested in silver.
I almost got invested in one of those programs that are very popular and has good reviews about gold, where it's a monthly thing and you pay for it, and then it accumulates over time, and then it amounts to like the ounce or 10 ounces of gold that you have or whatever like that.
Was it like an ETF or an OPT?
Something like that, yeah. Except it's just a monthly.
Buy into it.
Yeah, it's a monthly subscription thing that you pay into it, and then they're reevaluating and constantly informing you the price of it. But they're trying to just get you slowly to invest in precious metals so that you have something tangible.
So silver is currently at $22.
Silver's been doing really well.
Silver will never depreciate. It might go down in price for a little bit, but it always goes back up. And it'll depreciate and then go back up. Silver is going to always be because we use it for so many things.
We do. And a lot of people underestimate just the value of, and this is just raw goods, the value of copper. Like some people look at copper, copper wiring and just on the big, round spindles and everything like that, and people just are like, what is all that? I'm like, that's money right there. Do you know how much copper wiring and just copper in general can be worth because of how frequently it is used?
People go into abandoned houses and
they will strip it,
wire right out of the wall.
The pipes, the wire, anything they can get their hands on, because you can sell that for a decent profit.
Yeah, if you got enough of it, yeah.
Raw materials are crazy, and what do people think goes into cell phones and things like that? The minerals and raw materials that we gather out of the earth. That's why China has such a chokehold on it, because they have a substantial access to that.
They got a shit ton of land.
That's what I mean. And half, like a third, 2/3.
Not getting political about it or anything.
And 2/3 about it, they don't share with their populace, despite how many people they have. That's why they're so condensed into cities, because they're going after whatever they can get from the earth. They don't want anybody else near it.
We're thinking geologically.
Yeah. I could care less about China. I might visit Shanghai at one point or another, but that's a very brief stint, and I got to make sure I don't accidentally cross myself or anything. Not that I ever would, but I got to make sure I don't perform this gesture or anything like that unless I want to wind up in a cage. Again, not political. It's a simple fact, unfortunately.
Yeah, you understand the culture of one place, and you know what not to do and how not to fuck up.
So, guys, I forget, your last live, did you talk about sea monsters? We did a little bit, actually. Hang on.
I was like collecting silver bars. Oh, do you? I'm kind of into collecting silver myself. I just got a hold of
the Unreal Insomniac is here. The
Hello.
British have arrived.
The British have arrived.
Finances are monstrous.
Yes.
They are indeed. And
NFT is trying to understand. Oh, so Crystal Tokyo is also into investing in everything, and they're doing silver bars and all
I need to get back into it because I had a decent portfolio going. I had several really good stocks. I got into Apple. I got into some of the major ones. I just really need to get back into that. It was a slow, steady thing, but then I had to liquidate my account because I had a pressing issue that I had to deal with. So I was unfortunately, I had to liquidate. But the best thing about it is I got access to the Robinhood card to where I don't even have to liquidate and have it transferred to my bank account. I have a debit card where as long as the unused finances are just there, I can just use the card for whatever, and it works like a regular credit card or debit card.
Nice.
So it's actually a very cool system they have with that. I had to wait for about like 5 months because I was on a waiting list because so many people wanted it. But eventually it popped up and like, okay, we're sending your card to you. Just choose the design you want. I'm like, black. Always black. But I'll be honest, I don't trust Doge at all. I didn't.
Doge was literally just it was
a joke.
It was a joke. It was a meme, and it shot up. And those who were lucky, I'm going to say lucky, not necessarily smart, because it was totally
No, it was not expected.
By chance.
Never gonna expect
that it exploded, and those who just put a shit ton of money, liquid income into, like even $25 would have probably net you worth somewhere around $25,000.
Yeah, because of how much it was not taken seriously, and then out of nowhere, Elon Musk tweeted about it and shut up.
Which is kind of what I'm hoping with the Sheevy coin. Hey, I tell you, I looked at it, I said I got 200, exactly that many shares, and I only paid $1.60. I've literally already got it set up to sell as soon as it hits a certain point.
As soon as it caps out at a certain amount.
Yeah, once it hits a certain point, it's gonna sell, and then I'm gonna still hold on to some because if it keeps going,
you still want to hold on to whatever's
I'm gonna then I would sell that, and then so on and keep like a small amount at the very very end to push it over that edge. But why the fuck are we talking about stocks?
Because we're pirates. We're gonna be robbing.
Fair enough. We're all about the money.
We're robbing the market.
We're all about the booty.
I'm gonna need you to explain this stuff to me one day. I'm still learning about it. Anybody can get into it.
We are so new to it.
We honestly are. Honestly, it's not hard to get into. It's not hard to learn about it. The best advice I can give, pay attention to current events. Pay attention to current events. If you find out that a company that you have a stock with or something like that, you hear about that in the news, look up what the story was. What's the context behind it? What people predict the story is going to lead to? Because that will reflect on what's going to happen with your stock's value. That will either shoot up or it's going to shoot down because of literally bullshit controversy. That's just what happens all the time with it.
Now, if you want, and this is for my own personal greed, in the
don't worry, in
the Discord, I will send you a Webbull referral, which will give me free stocks.
It will give you free stocks when you sign up too.
You also get a free stock as well, somewhere in between $3 and $300 worth, and then we all profit from it.
This doesn't sound like a pyramid scheme at all. But actually, it really isn't. You get somebody to sign up with your code. It gives you a free stock that can be valued anywhere from like $6 to maybe one of the blue chip stocks like Apple or something like that. It's a randomized thing.
I'm just going to tell you, I was given an AMC stock.
I was given an AMC stock. It was valued at about $5 at the time.
You know how much it's worth now?
About 40.
That's correct.
Yep. So that was after that whole controversy with GameStop and everything like that.
And I know.
Geniuses.
I fucking clicked it. Like I literally hadn't messed with Weebles, Webbull or whatever. Weeble in like 4 months. Hadn't even messed because I've just been playing with the paper stocks. I wasn't actually playing with the real money yet.
Yeah.
I rolled that. I was like, the hell? I've got $50.
Just a random $50. I didn't know.
$50 in stocks right now. Right on.
The pirate pyramid. That's actually exactly right. Okay, but sea monsters. We did mention that last time. There was something I wanted to bring up actually. You know how sailors used to equate sea monsters to simple things like blue whales and things like that, because it was unfathomable to them in the beginning that there was something that large and enormous. And that's where the whole story of Moby Dick comes from, because a lot of people...
Large and enormous.
Yes, exactly.
Moby Dick.
It's
a dick joke!
Well, the fact is the sperm whale is a big whale, but the way that the story is described, it does not constitute something that is that big, but because of how raw and powerful it was when it actually decided to go after them, the whole story behind it, and the madness that ensues because of the obsessiveness of said captain and everything like that. I'm like... Do you think that
allegory of Moby Dick in general?
Yeah. So do you believe that sailors wear things such as the Leviathan, things on a much grander scale? Do they have basis in animals, say centuries or thousands of years ago, because we know there's animals that were alive back then that would never be alive today.
Absolutely.
So things like the megalodon or the Leopleurodon and stuff like that, and this, that, and other. Do you think we passed on those stories from such a time? Because the Leopleurodons and the sharks and the giant ones that were alive back then, by the time humanity arisen, they were still around. Maybe they were dying out, but
a lot of them were dying out. As far as history is concerned, paleontology and what they've dug up so far, because there's so much that we don't know, and you also got to realize that the ocean, and we probably said this every time you watch a STEM special, there is so much of the ocean that we have not even discovered yet. Not to mention, in certain places where the tectonic plates are constantly crashing into each other and creating new land, underwater, of course.
Until we have
we've got fossils that we've probably just completely missed out of just because of the constant motion of the Earth's crust, and a simple megalodon, they start sinking to the bottom, they get eaten up by all the rest of the critters down at the bottom, and we never know that, oh, by the way, the megalodons only died off 30 years ago.
Right.
I mean, that's highly doubtful, but you get what I'm saying.
I find interesting the whole, if you haven't watched the
I'll check it out.
Godzilla.
You check it out, Crystal Tokyo. You check that
out. Godzilla versus Kong, or Kong versus Godzilla. There's the whole theory of hollow Earth, meaning there's a section inside of the Earth that exists that we don't have access to. I think when tectonic plates shift, that there's a section that keeps these things cut off from us. That is entirely possible that they are still there.
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
I can't.
This is just highly sci-fi and highly just entirely theoretical.
Can't prove otherwise. Man, I wish I'd brought mine. Can't prove otherwise, but personally, I don't believe that it's possible to do that just because of the makeup of the Earth. The Earth is constantly shifting, constantly moving. Yes, there could be pockets, but one that would be able to stay sustainable is by all means geologically impossible.
Probably. Yeah. No. I agree with that. It's just I found the theory interesting, and if you let your imagination wander a little bit, it's an interesting thing to think about.
Now, one thing I thought was neat, I didn't actually get to see the entire movie, just snippets of it, but I did get a premise of it. The movie Megalodon.
Mm-hmm.
Where
the Meg, or
whatever it was called, where it was literally like it was stuck in kind of like an abysmal plain where the water temperature was different in its actual what it was basically made up of. Can't think of the word for God save me. I don't know what. Basically the waters compensate. I can't say the word. Why can't I say the fucking word? The water's different, and there's like
the water sustained them,
and there's like a shroud over that separates it from basically our ocean to something below. So the megalodon was living off of what was below, which was like a warmer water,
and whatever was also alive down there with it.
But when they went past that and they broke that barrier, it made the megalodon kind of follow them. And that's how it ended up
in the above world.
So that I could see happening because there's instance of that where it's just like a thermocline completely changes the ecosystem of what's going on underneath the ocean.
Mm-hmm. What about the always fun theory of it?
Crystal Tokyo brings up an interesting point. The same thing I'm going, which is what you're saying is. There are books written about the inner Earth theory. They call it Agatha. Nice pipe, by the way.
Agatha. And thank you. I'm learning.
I'm going to call it Agatha now because Agatha is a pretty name.
And the maiden name is Christie.
Maiden name is Christie. Christie. So Agatha Christie. Yes.
Are you
just not able to keep that thing lit?
I'm testing out how much you can pack it without it, losing the air or whatever.
I had a dirty joke for that, but I'm gonna pass.
You? Really?
No, mostly pork.
And Corey, hey buddy. That's my cousin, lives in Washington. Testing how much you can pack it.
See? I could just let the audience take it from there.
Okay, so we're gonna be playing Black Flag shortly, and we're at a really early point in the game where it's just starting. We will be meeting famous pirates in the game, and I will give you guys two guesses to try to guess which one of them you think might be appearing. We won't say anything. We'll just see what you come up with. But to your own edification, what is your favorite famous historical pirate?
Oh shit.
There's no particular category. Not notoriety, not ships commanded, anything like that. Just
honestly, and it's most people are just going to attribute it to it. I love Blackbeard. Don't get me wrong. Everybody loves Blackbeard. Everybody loves Blackbeard. But it has to definitely be as far as who was the basically I almost want to say craziest, but just so good at what he did. It'd have to be Captain Morgan.
Henry Morgan. Yep.
Henry Morgan. If I'm not
contrary to what you think, Henry Morgan, Captain Morgan the Liquor, Henry Morgan was an actual pirate.
Yeah.
Didn't start off that way, but
he in the kind of going in reverse. He, in the very end of his retirement, he ended up as governor of Jamaica. Yeah. In his most glorious battle of ever was going in and
Port
taking. Royal? It wasn't Port Royal.
No, it was.
It was a Spanish fortification.
That's right.
And he basically sent people ahead of time to let them know, yeah, we're coming to attack your fort. So what they did was they were expecting him to come in through the bay. So they fortified. They put all the guns on one side, and they went like 5 miles up the beach, went into the jungle, and came around the back. And just like with ladders, took over the fort, took over the whole town, and just spent like the entire week just capturing, killing, and torturing, and taking all the goods from this Spanish fort.
Yes. What other insane bastards but pirates would think? Let's go through the jungle instead of the ocean to take something.
I mean, he did lose a few men to malaria and things like that and stuff, but he was successful in his campaign, and they caught them completely by surprise.
With their pants down, so to say.
With their pants down.
With their breeches.
Breeches, pantaloons, whatever you want to call them.
Does anybody know? And let me check. Don't leave out the pirate queens. We're not leaving any pirate queens out.
We are not leaving out pirate queens.
Or female pirates.
Lady Jane, the most famous, of course. I think we talked about her in previous.
Porg mentions Anne Bonny.
Anne Bonny, Mary Read.
Aaron in here mentioned Grace O'Malley.
Grace O'Malley.
Grace O'Malley.
We actually had a pirate who worked with us, who liked to go by and kind of modeled herself after Grace O'Malley.
And her middle name is Grace, isn't it? Or did she simply just use the name Grace?
She just used the name Grace.
I think she just used it.
And then we had one who wasn't necessarily based off of pirate, but her attitude was based off of a particular Scottish warrior.
Oh, yes, Irene.
Irate
Irene, yep.
She kind of took on the essence of crap started with a B. Started with a B.
Feel free to chime in if you know this. I know there's a few people in here that might know it. Yes, you did model yourself very. Yes, Aaron, you did model yourself very well after Grace O'Malley. She did a very good accent and everything like that, but the attitude was very much there, or in what the style probably would be.
Although with this kindergarten teacher kind of esque.
You're gonna have to because you're working with kids. Porg mentioned Anne Bonny.
You maybe, not me. Fuck that.
He was an absolute asshole.
I was a total asshole to kids.
The funny part is that that's kind of how I was at times too, but with the parents. And the parents would think, "Oh, he's making a joke." I'm like, "No, I actually just insulted you." And it's funny to me that you're thinking that I was being sarcastic or funny. No, I was just flat out insulting you right now.
Come on, you know my favorite story of being an asshole to a kid.
I know Cody's favorite version of it, which is that if a child starts crying, cry back to them as loud as you can, because the child will stop and stare at you and think, "I'm doing that. Why are you doing that?" They don't get it. They immediately stop when you start crying in their face because they're like, "Why are you doing that?" And it's like, we're wondering the same thing about you, you little shit.
No, I just scared the living shit out of one where he dropped his snow cone.
Oh no,
well,
that's right.
Not even dropped it, like threw that shit. It was like, ah!
Scared the ever-loving piss out of that child. He'll never ever look at a snow cone the same way ever again because it'll just flash him back to the moment.
Good. Life's unfair and full of trauma.
Life's that got a little too real right there, and I will drink to that.
Alright, okay. I gotta keep up with mine too. That was a nice pipe. Oh, I do that with my son. It definitely works. There you go. The whole crying at them.
Yep. Oh, the crying at them thing.
Crying at them.
Okay, so Henry Morgan. Absolutely right up there. I probably would have to go with Blackbeard. Not even just for the novelty of it, but because the man literally had a moment to get off clean. He married into the political spectrum, married the daughter of a governor, and had a moment to get away squeaky clean from everything, but literally could not do it. Couldn't keep away from it.
He got bored.
I mean, pretty much.
Loved the life too much.
Well, what do they say? When it was the Golden Age of Piracy. Golden Age of Piracy did not last very long. It was only about 3 to 5 years that it really was at its peak.
Well,
there was a little bit here that
known, yeah.
There was a little bit here or there before and after where it still persisted. Piracy still exists today. Bluebeard, there you go. And thank you, babe. I know, and you'll be an excellent mom. Hey, if you can parent, I can do it. Exactly.
Look, it is perfectly fine to love your children, and it is perfectly fine to hate everyone else's.
That's entirely true. She and I actually talked about that earlier. But
but don't you have a kid yourself? Yeah, but fuck your kid. I don't care.
Real weirdo. There are 3 things I have 0 tolerance for. Real weirdo says: children, spiders, and eggs.
Why do you like snakes? Why do you hate spiders?
They have 8 legs and about 1 billion eyeballs beating onto you. I mean,
not a billion. It's about 8, maybe.
Yeah, but that's more than a human has, so that immediately throws people off.
So uncanny valley, I suppose.
I don't know. Spiders, indeed.
It's spiders in my hair.
But I would go with Blackbeard simply because the man was vicious and cunning, and carved himself a persona without spilling nearly as much blood as you might think he would. He was ruthless, absolutely, and he was willing to commit whatever he needed to do, but most of the time he got off with several things because of his cunning, because of how smart he was. When he besieged, it was in North Carolina, it was either North or South Carolina, Charleston. He besieged Charleston for medicine for Nassau because sickness had overtaken the island and it was just, all around bad. So trying to salvage it, which was essentially the pirate confederacy stationed in Nassau, besieged Charleston to a siege and captured a few prominent members of the community and was holding them hostage and said that he did not receive the crates of medicine, that he would kill them. Not just kill them, he would butcher them. absolutely butcher them and throw them to the alligators. And went on for about 3 days, I think. It was like no, it was like a week. It was like a week that they held out and managed to get what they wanted, and then come to find out, I believe it was that they didn't actually have anybody with them, that they didn't have any hostages. That's one version I've heard. I've heard other versions where it's like historically that there was a that happened. The governor or somebody related to the governor was captured or something like that. But
I heard it was like his son or something, or
maybe
or
it was something like that.
brother or cousin,
Some
cousin, former roommate.
Exactly. So managed to do that and get the medicines, and I believe he took the pardon after that. And I think we know who the most traitorous pirate that ever lived, who sold out pretty much the rest of his kind to save his own ass. Mm-hmm. Anybody want to guess who that was? Drum roll.
I'm eating. You figure it out.
His name would be Hornigold. And funny enough, you'll see some of this stuff in the game, and a lot of people are like, you only know that from the game. Well, actually, no. They took this from history, funny enough. So, there was a royal pardon on the table, and several pirates did take it. And, you know, they had to leave everything they had taken and stolen and anything they may have had behind, but you were able to leave with your head. I mean, for several, they were either older, or they simply said they didn't have it in them to last another year or so anyway of doing it. You know, whatever else was going on, you know, they just weren't willing to try to keep it going anymore. And the ones who really went out, that really went all the way down, like down. You didn't just, you know, decide to quit and you got away after, you know, your ship was in battle, this, that. It was between Anne Bonny, Mary Read, and Calico Jack Rackham.
Calico Jack Rackham was the most cowardly one.
He was the most cowardly one. It was the type to puff out your chest, and you know that's why he wore flashy colors and everything to try to distract you from the simple fact that you can just set it on the plate. I'll get it.
No, I wasn't.
Oh no, you were looking for something. It looked like you were looking for something. But regardless, his crew was not well kept because he was not a disciplined man at all. He allowed his crewmates to get so jilted that you know they wouldn't be able to rouse themselves in the morning. So how do you run a ship that way? You can't run a ship that way. Not when you're living the lifestyle you were living. The only ones sober, funny enough, were actually Anne and Mary.
They were the only ones fighting when they were attacked.
And they put up a half decent fight, but you can't fight an entire crew when you literally only have two of your crewmates going.
I mean, hell, the only reason why they weren't killed by the Navy is because they were like, oh, they're women, we can't kill them. No.
Really? They just killed 10 of our men.
Exactly. It's like
they're fucking monsters.
That's
Kill them.
Wrong, and yeah.
No, yeah, I'm like, I found out that's a woman. No, that's a pirate that fucking killed 10 people in a very monstrous way. You're going down right here and now. But then
pirate's a pirate.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, the records show that they claimed to be pregnant. That's the thing, is and that's another reason attributed to why they might not have been drinking is because they were pregnant. Mm-hmm. It wasn't as widely known at the time, but it was just a simple thing that was passed on that you don't consume alcohol, you don't do anything like that while you are with child. Mm-hmm. But that's when they were arrested, taken to be hanged after their sentencing to announce at the jail and at their sentencing that they were pregnant, or that they claimed to be pregnant. So there's not much records that show it, but it's said that Anne Bonny breaks out while Mary Read dies in prison, I believe.
That's one of the
either in childbirth or due to something else. I personally believe that it was in childbirth, and Anne Bonny managed to escape, and I believe she may have gone back to England.
Yeah, some also say that someone actually paid for Mary Read to be released because she had family of wealth.
I do remember that.
And then lived out the rest of her life on one of the islands in the Caribbean. I forget which one it was. But there's so many different stories and no direct accounts because...
See, you have to treat it the way I treat myth, everybody. Yeah. There's this is still more modern times and contemporary a little bit, but we're really going off something where there's barely any official records. We have records to say these people did actually exist, but to the details, that's where it's left up to the imagination because of the constant retellings of it. Yeah. And we don't have any written accounts as to what was going on at the time, because who would keep a written account with everything that was going on at the time?
Either with everything being stricken from records or just damage from, hurricanes coming through and destroying libraries and fires, fights, riots, all that.
And Bonnie and Mary should have a pirate version of Cell Block Tango from Chicago. That would be fucking hilarious. I love that idea. We're going to put it in production. I will find and Bonnie and Mary Reed. You find us a choreographer. Wait, I've got a choreographer. My friend Skylar lives in New York. There we go.
Now,
Aaron, you can do the music composition.
Now, not to go off of topic, because technically it's not off topic, but it is off topic because we're not talking about pirates and history at the moment. But I had a thought. The play Sea of Thieves, right?
Yeah.
Play Sea of Thieves, and I brought that up to you before, where if we were able to get in there and actually play it, would love to do like what was that Halo thing again?
In reference to what? A play style or a
videos?
Oh, damn it! It's been like 2 months since we talked about that. I think.
Yeah. But no, it was designed. I don't know who else here on your thing here plays Sea of Thieves or whatnot, but I wanted to do something. This was an idea when the game first came out. When I first heard about it, I told him about it.
Jumped right on it. I went out and I bought a copy the next day.
I was gonna have him play. I was gonna play myself, and I was gonna try and get a third person to basically act as a cameraman and create like a small web series of Sea of Thieves, and us just whatever antics, and whether it be actually scripted or us just literally playing with a third person filming, and then we just edit it to look like an actual like
sitcom or something like that.
Sitcom or show, and then of course maybe even a mix of the two at the same time. Red versus Blue is the name of the
the Halo
something
thing,
along
yeah.
Basically Sea of Thieves versions of
because
Red
in the
versus
game you have a first person perspective like Call of Duty playing.
Yeah.
So that's why you would want the third person literally not saying or doing anything, just following the other two around, almost like a cameraman recording, just out of their perspective.
And if anybody on here plays it and would love to do that, we would set up certain times to do it. And we would do like something really simple. It wouldn't be like a big extravagant thing. It would be like we do one standard mission. I can't read that.
A shanty version of the Friends theme plays.
Oh gosh.
Somebody on the little drums, somebody on the mandolin and everything like that.
So no one knew life was gonna be on the waves.
On the waves. And then it's just a bunch of cannon blasts for the claps instead. But no, that was something we did talk about, and that was something at the very beginning of Sea of Thieves would have been an excellent thing to really get into.
I mean, it still is, because I don't think anyone has actually like done it. Like
they're recording just sessions and having fun and everything like that, and I just frantically clapped because she can't not clap to the theme song. I prevented her from doing it one day, and then she tried to jump on me to attack me. I put my knee up to defend myself, and she landed right on my knee.
Ouch. So anyway, if anybody wants to do that, please let me know. He's got a Discord, I've got a Discord. Let us know. And you could literally, we'll do like a play session, and you just run around with a camera, and then you would have to, of course, on your end, you would either have to. You would either have to do it on Twitch and have your Twitch set up to where it records, and then you could just send me the video, or have a recording system like OBS and just recording the session and not actually Twitching the session. And you just send it to me, and I would come out, I would edit it, and then I would just throw it up on YouTube, and of course he could have it on his YouTube. We show snippets on TikTok and all that stuff. By the way, it was a dream. It was my dream when Sea of Thieves first came out. So if anybody wants to jump on that, just let us know.
Yes, and if you're wanting to follow my YouTube channel, I recently just started up. I recently posted my first reaction video. I'll get your commentary on this actually. The link is in my bio, or just click on the Instagram picture, because I have both the links put in there now. Feel free to subscribe. My dad and I will be trying some mead-infused beer soon and doing some Q&A.
What about some beer-infused mead?
Exactly. So we'll be doing that, and then we'll also be doing a Q&A. I'll be posting a video on TikTok asking, are there any questions that anybody want to ask? Just leave a comment with your question, and the ones with the most likes will be ending up in the video, so forth and so on. But so if you want to follow my YouTube channel and subscribe, the Mirror and Bead.
I am doing quite well there.
The links are in the bio. And
thank you for showing up on my Twitch there.
Hello, son. The dash of the dust.
Am I the All-Father? I don't know if I would count as the All-Father. I am.
Well, you're a year older than me, I think.
Yeah, maybe by like a year. Were you like 91?
91.
Ha! How did I remember that? Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm old.
Were you there? Are you my dad? As soon as you popped out, it took you a day to grow to full size like Hermes did from Greek mythology. And then you went and stole a bunch of cattle from Apollo. Wait, no, not Apollo.
I was 5.
What, hours?
Yeah. At 86.
Oh,
I'm old.
Real Weirdos at 94. Wait. I feel like I missed part of it. Are you my mummy? That takes me back.
Well, Dash Dust. By the way, I know you're on the Twitch, and I know I'm really late at responding to these because I got my phone over here.
So let me get did you watch the God of War Ragnarok trailer?
Yes.
Thoughts?
I can't wait to see it. I've been waiting to see the rest of it. I don't give a shit how big Thor is.
Oh, well, I wasn't even referring to that.
No, I'm bringing that up before someone else does.
So yeah,
if anybody looks exciting.
If anybody wants to bitch and moan about that, remember this. This is a guy, and I did a video on it, who literally drank 3 entire barrels of mead by himself, ate 8 salmon and an entire ox by himself at a wedding feast. God or not, your metabolism ain't stopping that. You're going to have a strong man's body type. And I've watched several documentaries on strongmen. These guys consume 8 to 10 meals a day of nothing but just protein.
First, we feast upon the lambs and the sloths, the orangutans.
Oh God, the orangutan.
The
Edgar Allan Poe. Oh, all of the allegory there. But yeah, anybody complaining about Thor's physique, we've already got an entire Marvel movie where we saw it. I think we can get over it. And if you're that upset about a physique matching what the times would have necessitated, these are berserker guys. These are 6 foot tall, hulking guys. Where do you think we get the story of Cuchulainn from Irish mythology and everything like that? The Irish Hulk, sort of, who's a warrior like Achilles from Greek mythology and would turn into this like monstrous thing.
You got real life living guys right now, like the fucking Mountain.
Oh yeah, him, Eddie,
just all the strongmen, like strongmen contests, like you through this, what is it, the 60s, 70s, and 80s, you had all these bodybuilders, you got Arnold Schwarzenegger, but those were all for
aesthetics.
Looks. Those were aesthetics. Yes, they were strong, but they weren't, what's the word,
they weren't powerful.
Well, they could still be powerful, but it was functional. They weren't functionally strong.
No, you twist the wrong way, you pull a hamstring, you're out. You're out of commission because your muscles are wound up so freaking tight that if you make the wrong move,
yeah,
you're gone. That's pretty much all that is. But yeah, your brother is pretty big. And it's not because, you're fat or overweight. It's just you're a big, hulking kind of person. Yeah. That's just how your body type is.
It was like, and I know this is tooting my own horn, but what was it? There was this like little online contest thing going on where it was saying like women can do this thing where if you lean forward and you're on your knees and you take your hands away, you only ladies can lift their body up, and guys just faceplant every time
because we don't have that sort of strength in our musculature as men.
You might not, but I do. I fucking pulled it off. And that's because I'm not a huge, bulking dude. Okay, that's great. No, go dig a ditch. Go dig a ditch for 10 hours straight,
right?
Without dying.
Pretty much. No, That's what I'm gonna get into is splitting wood more because that is a whole ass workout right there, and I used to do it. That is a whole workout using every twist and turn of your body and learning how to gauge that momentum. You gotta be very precise with it. That's a very good one.
Like like myself and him.
May or may not have just tried that porg, and then Real Weirdo's like her buddies at work. They couldn't tried it. They couldn't do it. Aaron says you just shift your weight. Well, some men just can't grasp that concept. Apparently, some men just can't grasp that.
For us, and I'm gonna tell you from doing it myself, it involves a lot of core strength. You have to really engage your core so that you don't face plant.
I used to do things like that all the time, whether it be crunches and things like that, or just even for recreation, doing little stunts of rolling myself up from the ground to my feet, and just doing the whole flip yourself from the ground to your feet from your back.
You can't still do that?
I can still do it.
I was about to say.
No, I can still do it. That's a muscle memory thing. I've been doing that since I was a little kid. That's natural for me.
And I will say from my own perspective, and also just from working with him, we may not be big hulking guys, but we can move shit. We can.
Because we understand how to use our bodies correctly.
Well, we understand how we use our bodies, and we use functional muscles. We don't sit there and just all day grinding the same fucking muscles.
That's why
we use the whole body.
That's why
that's a lot of people built to do.
That's why there's a lot of people that are talking about I just want to pack on muscle. No, you need to build useful muscle.
Useful muscle.
You don't need a ton of muscle. You need the useful muscle. Like someone like me that's like built like a scarecrow. I've got a very lean build, but I have muscle that is actually put to use on a daily basis. So when I pick up something, people are like, that's kind of heavy. I'm like, that is kind of, but you know.
And this is kind of going on the trends of everything right now, but it's like this is why a lot of people now like the dad bod.
Oh yeah.
The dad bod is not laziness or just look, he's got
a beer gut or this, that, and other.
When you're controlling children,
oh god,
you are literally using every sore in places you didn't know existed, like in time and space.
No, that's alright.
All right, I'll bring it down.
Just one register is all. We're good. Trust me, I've been in there and I've heard them from upstairs on the other end of the house. So we're fine at this. No, we're fine at this register. But I understand the excitement. But no, I have no doubt of that. I've seen so many different body types that reflect around that. And people are like, oh, you've got a dad bod. I'm like, yeah, and they'll barrel your ass into the ground right now and hold you there indefinitely. That is if you haven't broken something already. I look at my dad. My dad's got still his musculature and he's still got his stature and everything like that, but he has a gut now. He's allowed because he worked 25 years at UPS and everything. Oof. Oh yeah, 25 years at UPS, lifting, delivering packages, pulling them off the truck and everything like that, and walking and moving all day while driving the car. So, he's got that. My dad is still active and on the go. He's constantly doing so many different activities, and that's really all it takes is just to keep moving. Just keep yourself active. Like, I don't care what it is. If you're up and walking around all day and doing just even a few things, even just reaching up to the top counter to get something or anything like that, keep your body moving and you should be okay. It's the people that they come home, the only thing they do is they sit right down, put up the recliner, and then that's the place they live for the next like 5 hours or whatever. Yeah, pretty much. I
can't do that. I move around too much. I can't do that.
I can sit down for a few hours or something like that, but even still, I'm intermittently standing up and moving around.
I have 2 modes now in my older days. Now I have 2 modes. It's either go or sleep.
Well, you kind of have to.
After like 15 minutes, if I'm just sitting on the couch, I will pass out.
Well, you have to now because you have a youngin. You yourself have a youngin.
If I even have a moment to fall asleep, that's the question. It's like, oh, he's occupying himself right now with his little elbow. Oh, he's awake again.
You just know. You just happen to know.
You take your naps where you can.
Joker face. It's Cannonball.
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 He came in like a cannonball.
Oh, we miss you, mate. And who needs sleep? The week, apparently.
Apparently. Me, for a week.
For an entire week.
For a week.
Unreal Insomniac, of course, doesn't need sleep. Sleep is for the weak. That's exactly what he just fucking said. Dude, says the guy who at this moment is 5.5 hours or so ahead of us. You're in England right now, my man.
It's also in his name, Insomniac. So.
Yeah, the Unreal Insomniac. It's about almost 4 in the morning over there. And he's got nothing else to do but watch us be jackasses.
Bored, I'm gonna watch these Americans here try to, what is it, butcher a English accent.
Butcher a Welshman's accent, or their poor interpretation of a Welshman. 325. 325. It's still not any better.
Well, let's take a look at our time. We should probably get in there and start.
Yeah, we will.
You know, sieging some British and
first
Spanish ships.
Well, first where we left out is we have to get out of there because we left off at the moment where they just throw us on there and we're just breaking out with Adewale.
Okay.
We haven't even technically learned his name yet, but nobody heard his name. Exactly, nobody knows. All right, guys, give us a moment. We are going to be transferring inside and just making sure everything's set up. It's gonna be just a quick little thing. I'll turn this back on as soon as we're inside, and once we know that we have the Twitch stream set up to run through both of our ends. But just keep an eye out if you want to join in on Twitch. The link is in my bio, and if you want to look up Maldris, you see the name in the TikTok live. It's spelled exactly the way it's spelled on the TikTok live. You want to go follow him?
Makes it easy. Just you know the name.
Maldris of Malcontent. Okay, bye, friends. It's not bye. It's I'll see you in 5 minutes.
Yeah, my Twitch is still gonna be running, so it's gonna be like blacked out when we get like who is what? Yeah.
Fucking no, not my stream. Now in here, I'm not loud, but we still don't have to be like super quiet. We're okay.
There we go.
Alright.
So bitches, we're back.
Just give me a moment. I'll get us a little light.
Alright, so what did I miss? 1 hour. Freddie LaChance. Welcome.
Alright.
1 hour ago.
Alright, we're gonna see if we can get you.
Thank you for the follow.
We're gonna get you active on this.
Get me active. I'm gonna shrink the video here. Transition. Yeah. Why is it so laggy?
It's not that bad of a lag. Mine was really, really bad when I was trying it a different way.
Probably looks different somewhere else. Oh, I know what it is. I think I know what the problem is.
I forgot how much I miss smoking a pipe.
Smoking a pipe?
I forgot how much I liked it. It's just a nice little common thing. It's a nice little ritual. And all without the inhalation of the actual cigarette smoke that I normally have. Gotta give those things a rest. Oh, my mouse pad actually wants to work now. Yeah, so this is what I'm working with here. Just this piece of shit.
Yeah. That is a piece of shit.
Well, the bitch about it is just like, yeah, I can't download anything to it. Nothing. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. I didn't know if, because it's just a simple plug, so I didn't know if you had a microphone or something, or if you had a split plug that we could use. Because I don't want them to miss out on the audio, or to hopefully have it a little bit better. If I have this plugged in here.
This is what these are actually for. Here. Let's see. I should have a splitter right about here.
Yeah.
Alright, so this would go in here. This one here. That would go in there. And as long as these still have some power, these might actually work. These are the correct group here. The correct grouping.
Now, but that's the thing, I can't hear now.
You can't hear? Oh, well, that's unfortunate, isn't it?
Nah, that's alright. That's because we have it only plugged into the microphone, not into the jack too.
Oh, that's what I meant. I mean,
yeah. It's perfectly fine if you
it's a
can.
shame I didn't have like a small speaker.
Oh, hang on a second.
Jecto.
I can hear.
Well, that's because that's that's supposed to be a microphone splitter.
Yeah.
Or that's a headphone splitter is what that is. But when you plug it into the microphone, it acts as the opposite.
Yeah, but the unfortunate thing is, yeah.
The only problem is now you'll be able to talk, but you won't be able to hear what's going on.
Yeah. That's okay. We'll be able to make it work just like this.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
I have to troubleshoot that.
So I guess the audio is going to go through that microphone.
It will, yeah. That remote is not working. Someone stole the damn batteries.
All right, lads. I'll give you Blackbeard's honest opinion. You ask me, can this new captain promise you a life
here
of
again.
prizes, plunder, and adventure? Aye. For amongst all the gentlemen of fortune sailing these West Indies, he ranks amongst the most clever. There was a time when I thought myself the deadliest scourge of these seas.
See if it keeps coming through there.
It doesn't come through. It's like you cut off the Elgato right here. This tells you if audio is going through. This right here is going to tell you if it's going through the actual Elgato.
Every crag and crevice of these islands.
Yeah.
So if it's fortune and adventure you seek, then Captain Edward Kenway's your man.
I mean, either way,
Only
if you're running
don't meddle in his private affairs.
PlayStation, it's still catching you.
Oh yeah. There's more mystery to that man. Even I dare ask.
Yeah.
There we are. Okay. Here we go.
All right, lads. I'll...
I remember the multiplayer days on this thing. Short-lived, but it was interesting. Okay, my glasses too. Okay, I'm starting this broadcast. Alright.
Yeah, you're starting the broadcast.
There we are.
Ah, nice and clean. Oh, hi.
We'll have to find out how well people can hear us. And yes, hello.
Have an excellent night. Cheers. Thank you, Crystal Tokyo. Increase the size of this chat.
Unreal Insomniac. Oh, hey, Mark. Unreal, do me a favor and tell us how well our voices are coming through, because I can't use the headset because then it'll cut off his Twitch audio. It's going to be coming through the, did I hear a room reference? Yes, you did. Can you guys hear through the camera's mic well enough? Let me just test that real quick. I feel like that should be fine. Yeah. You can hear me? Okay, great. All right.
Hear us?
Yeah, they can hear us, so we're just gonna jump right into it. So we'll be on this for roughly 50 minutes, around about there. We're just gonna get through some of the opening stuff and just kind of have some fun with that.
I'm gonna play with my audio.
Well, you might want a little bit of privacy before you do that. Oh.
So that's the idea then. Free what men we can, then find a fast ship fleeing.
Aye, there's a brig in this fleet. I'll make my way to it.
So I have my blade. We're gonna see if we can do semi-stealth. I don't mind going through the gun station, but
You don't want to know what I do in place. I literally just, I wouldn't even attack shit. I would just jump off of my boat, swim.
I would do that too.
Just climb up, kill everyone, swim back to my boat, and then
Tomatoes are just super weird. Yeah, I'm sure the game sound is probably gonna be a little echoey. Because got it coming to the TV, and then you've also got it coming to the Twitch stream next week. I got it down on my end, so hopefully it'll alleviate it a little bit. Alright, hopefully that helps out. Let me know how it continues to sound.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Look what's going on in my stream.
Nice.
It's almost like necessary for me to even have that camera out. I didn't know that this was
No nos rendimos fácilmente.
installed on the Xbox. It doesn't do that.
No, yeah, and I showed you how to work that.
Wow, I wouldn't even bought all this extra equipment. But that's okay.
Now we know.
There's
Now
a
we
catch
know.
to this favor. You're
Just
sailing
showing
with me.
your-
I'd follow you to hell
your
for this, mate.
conversation as well.
Yeah, like I said, I just use the server here. I can't scroll back to, I can't scroll back to this. So I use this kind of scroll on there. Ooh. Wish we could have stolen this Italian. There's no way that would have ever happened, but
Ya deberíamos haber hecho la mitad de la ruta a las Bermudas. Oro, plata, jade, tabaco, lo que se te ocurra. ¿Y agua qué? ¿O comida? Me preocupa más mi estómago que las arcas del rey. ¿Qué nos está retrasando? Ya deberíamos haber hecho la mitad de la ruta a las Bermudas. Oro, plata, jade, tabaco, lo que se te ocurra. ¿Y agua qué? ¿O comida? Me preocupa más mi estómago que las...
it was so easy to kill so many people in this stupid game. I say stupid with all the love in my heart. I love this game. But it became so easy to be able to kill people.
Come on, lads.
The game's
If we'd have
not
drowned
echoing
today,
anymore.
it
Yeah,
won't
I
be
turned
here.
down the volume on the TV itself, so I can still hear it a little bit. It's just not super loud anymore, so it's not going to come through like multiple avenues of audio output.
Preparaos para partir, casi tenemos encima la tormenta. ¿Y qué pasa con los prisioneros? ¡Que se ahogan! There's a brig nearby just waiting for us to take her. debería ir a lo más alto. Esto es una locura. Cálmate, no pasará nada. En unos minutos partimos. ¡Sangra! ¡Deja de retorcerte, pirata!
We're going topside. Be ready.
And just for those that don't know, Maldris, what is the size comparison of these vessels? From schooner to brig to galleon, blah, blah, blah. Don't know, Maldris, what is the size comparison of these vessels? From schooner to brig to galleon, blah, blah, blah. Don't know, Maldris, what is the size comparison of these vessels? From schooner to brig to galleon, blah, blah, blah. You created a horrifying loop. I didn't create anything. Hello. Oh, damn. Uh-oh, you reversed the polarity! No, we're both reversing the polarity. We're confusing the polarity. We are destroying. Alright, yep, this is the vessel. Come on, dip down back to the water and let me climb up it.
My one microphone is picking up both of us.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. There we are. New objective, steal the ship. I think we can do that. Save your singing for Davy Jones, you jackbats.
I think it's the microphone on my actual computer.
Far too slow for this weather.
Bark any orders you think wise, mate. We're up against it here.
These men know their place. They'll see us home. Look out, man!
I see it.
Water spout! Steer clear of that thing! Water spout, man! Stay wide!
It's not looking good.
Steady as she goes, man! Edward, we cannot be caught in that monster!
Ease off the wind. Hot, gallant, wild, start.
Huge swell! Larboard!
By God, we pulled this one straight from the teeth of Neptune. I'm Edward. Much thanks for your aid back there.
Adewale.
Ever been to Nassau, Adewale?
Not yet.
By God, she took some knocks, didn't she? I think I'll keep her. All hands aft, lads! We're taking this one home! I've made my choice, Addy. I'm calling her the Jackdaw. A sly bird I loved as a child back in Swansea.
A dark little creature, no?
Did it rub you wrong when I took this brig as mine own?
It was the sort of rub I have learned to endure, sailing among faces of such fairness.
It's true. Most of these men wouldn't accept you as a captain. So what fair role would complement such unfairness?
I'll be your quartermaster. Nothing less.
All right. And as quartermaster, have you any immediate counsel for this Tyro captain?
Rest and repast would do us good before Nassau. Water for drinking. Hunting for food and repairs.
Well reasoned, sir. Hunting, it shall be. We'll find a decent place to drop anchor. I spied a few items in the hold earlier. Powder and a few pistols. Think I'll fashion a second holster if I can.
It's a good start.
One you find laughable.
Could we talk a moment about the condition of the ship?
What's the trouble?
I had a walk about the gun deck this morning and couldn't stand for what I saw. A clutter of linstocks heaped like tinder, and one with a slow match still burning.
Christ.
And just nearby, 2 barrels of gunpowder, closer than man and wife, fit to explode at the touch of a spark.
We'll stow ours good and proper.
As for the cannons, they might as well be tossed. Clogs touch holes in need of scraping, corrosion on the bodies, barrel swabs as naked as knives, and breech ropes so rotted, I could use them for knitting yarn. The short of it is, we need good equipment kept in fine condition. But we cannot win every battle with snares and shouts. So worry about your own armament when it suits you. But don't forget about your jackdaw as well.
No, indeed. We'll make it a point to keep this ship and its crew in fine condition. Let's have a song then.
Where am I to go? Where am I to go? I roll and go. Oh, where am I to go, me Johnny? Oh, where am I to go? I'm a young sailor boy, and where am I to go? Oh, way up on that.
Round it all on!
Hello, K Wild. How you doing?
All right. Yeah, let's go on with the microphone on that thing for now.
Okay, gotcha. There once was a man who put to sea. The name of the ship was a bully of tea. The winds blew up her bow, dip down or below. My bully boys blow.
You get your own egg out of it. So there's some acoustics in there.
Slightly, yeah. I think it's one of the mics doing the music and hearing as all controls and everything. Alright, so we are going ashore to go hunting and looking for supplies. Whee!
I don't know how he got that much swing just by standing up.
Right? I forgot to hold on to this because usually when you're running up to it, you're already holding on to the button so that it'll automatically take you. So it gives credit to the momentum aspect of it. But Yeah, no, like that, no.
Nope. I don't even know.
Stealth swim! For no reason whatsoever.
Stealth swim.
Gonna drown myself. I'll probably reach shore before. Yep. Abaco Island? Shoot an iguana. Uh-oh. We have some people in the stream that are not gonna like that. Iguanas and ocelots are what we're hunting right now. How about I just shoot the seagulls? Yeah, but I can't eat a seagull. Nor should I eat a seagull. Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. You know the best way to eat a seagull?
You don't?
Well, you take the seagull, you put it on top of a couple of bricks, and then you put a fire underneath it to roast it. You do that for a few hours. You take the bricks and put it in there to keep the flavor on it, and then you put it in the oven with the seagull. You cook it for about 6 hours. Pull it out. You pull it out, and then you take the seagull, you throw it away, and then you eat the brick. And then you eat the brick.
Eat the brick.
Always the better option, people. Eat the brick.
Always eat the brick.
Oh look, this is like Sea of Thieves, except when you're not there, they won't attack you.
That's why you swim over to them, take the ship, and then you swim back to your ship.
It's funny because yeah, they won't attack you if you're not on it. Oh yep. I think we found the treasure map.
This is more like it.
I've never seen an ocelot. Okay, this is the thing. It's like, where am I on this section of it? Okay, the tiny little rock spire poking out of the water.
Now here's the thing though, you say that it won't attack, but if you jump in the water and start swimming towards them, they will start attacking the ship.
They will, yeah. Because you close the proximity to the enemy so that the game now recognizes you as a threat.
Yep.
There's this rock fixture.
It's kind of silly. There's the iguanas. Why are you missing all the iguanas?
Because I saw a treasure. Damn it, come on, I need another.
There's a crab. Get the crab.
Just the crab.
Get him. Get him. Don't let him get away. He owes me money.
The crab owes you. Which
Wow,
one? There are many of them. Which one owes
that
you
one.
money? This one.
That one. You fucking missed. You fucking missed. How did you miss?
It was 3 feet in front of. Okay, I didn't miss that time, did I? Here.
Step on.
I'm stepping over it. I'm doing everything I can to not kill the crab. But I can kill an iguana. It's fine. Everything's fine. Get his patties.
You'll never get my pennies.
You'll never get a cent out of me. I'd rather that worm come in here right now and eat you all alive. Sorry about that.
SpongeBob, boy.
That depends. If you had to choose between SpongeBob and all the money I had in my pocket, what would you choose? That depends. How much money are we talking about? 62 cents. I'll take the money. Whee!
Michael Ankles.
Yeah, exactly. So, hang on a second. What's the... That's what I'm looking for.
SpongeBob, boy. Where's part of it?
Oh, damn it! Couple ocelot people. Alright, that's one. Poor ocelot. But you know what? I need things for crafting. It's all about me!
Oh, for you. Why do you get all the glory, as it were? I don't know. Let's see.
Probably because I can't kill a crab.
Meh.
Damn crabs, they're cheap, impenetrable shields. No, remember?
You have to do an air assassination with the ocelot.
I don't think we can.
You can.
Can we?
Yeah. That's an objective. It's optional, but it's an objective.
Oh, I didn't see it. Did it? Oh, air assassination. Awesome. Damn it.
There's another one running around somewhere.
What the shit?
Stop pushing buttons.
I did.
Get a new controller.
I don't want to do that. Simulation paused? Oh no, that's just game. Oh, okay, I got it. Okay, yes, I see all of this. Simulation terminated. We watched Monsters Inc. the other night. Alright, I'm going to turn off the controller real quick and turn it back on. Be right back.
Simulation terminated.
What? Night, Mom. Good night, honey. Alright. There we are, everybody. Just give me 1 second. Boop. No, it wants to be an a-hole. Why do you hate me?
You know, I actually did kind of have this same little problem. I could swear it's like some kind of like...
Oh, no. You know what it is?
What?
It's trying to make me do the upgrade right now.
Oh. Fucking...
You know, why can't it just give me a notification saying, hey, click on this, do this. Or, you know, better yet, let me figure it out for myself. Stop trying to make me do this. If I don't figure it out, screw me. Oh, great. I'm still being circled by those two little schooners. I want to go back, but at the same time, I know if I do, I'm going to be screwed. Stop smacking buttons for a second. Smashes buttons immediately after. Yeah, pretty much. Ooh, look what I found. Yeah, it's because that's the normal way to open a message in a bottle.
Of course.
You can't just use your hand like a normal person. You gotta open the cork with your teeth. Peter Beckford the Elder. My employer, I must say something, for it was... this is a long-ass fucking thing. I'm not reading that. Peter, you weren't that interesting.
Unreal Insomniac, check your shit.
Yes, there were other people. Oh, crap, I missed people on the TikTok. Oh well. Meet Adewale.
Well, too bad for them.
Yeah.
We should have stuck around longer until we noticed them. You know, you're supposed to wait until your senpai
Boy,
notices
Captain,
you.
finally.
My needs and wants are oceans apart. Mood.
Now is a pistol to lion.
I need to go home soon. I want to drink more and pirate more.
A little more than a blowpipe.
Fair enough. Uh-oh, something happened.
What?
Your battery's low.
Yeah, well.
Are we rested? Or should we idle a while longer?
Close that.
Best way
Senpai
anchor.
noticed me.
I think the crew is in
I noticed.
That was you, that's Paul. Sorry.
Find no civilization in Nassau.
Yes,
It's a
indubitably.
fine place to be merry all the same.
Oh, thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. Aldris knows how to be nice in the most asshole way. Thank you.
Of course he does. He's mastered it since the time he was 5.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
What? In vitro?
Huh?
In utero?
No.
Oh, great. Look, we are literally surrounded.
Ready to fire, sir?
No, we're not ready to fire. We're not doing this right now. Thank you, not. Check your shit. Felt approximately aimed at a Brit.
Let's... Ha ha ha. I'm kind of reading back on it. What is it? Thanks for the gift, sir. So, ha 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 ha. I now have a star. Low. After a special. Low. Check your shit. Felt appropriately aimed at a brick. Frick. LMAO.
There's lots of LMAOing going on. Nassau. Travel to this location. Shall we go to Nassau?
I can go to Nassau.
We can go to Nassau.
What are you doing?
Wizard of Oz style.
Oh, alright, we go. Oh, it's in the water. We gotta swim this shit.
And I just start dragging you down. The Bahamas. Welcome, everyone.
Nassau.
Oh, here we go. Captain Queer Nabs.
Them your
He's
breads.
friendly.
Fly away, boy.
You guys would get along real well.
Yeah,
Aye.
I think so.
We was
Yeah.
privateers
Honestly, I
together
would think so.
before the wars ended.
So, so, hey, tell me, how did you skin him? Oh, I just did this. Oh, really? That sounds like a great idea. Here, let me give you some pointers on something else.
How about you try it this way? Maybe you can get a little bit more out of them. The animals, gators, bunnies, and I think there was like one other thing. Gator bunny.
Gator bunny animal. Oh my God, can you imagine? Gator bunny. Oh look how. Oh my God, it's amazing.
Welcome to Nassau. Yet we still have a British flag flying.
Oh yeah.
That's well, yeah. There was a garrison still on the island technically, but they had little to pretty much no power.
Well, that and it was originally owned by the British as opposed to the Spanish.
It was,
or
yeah.
the French.
Yeah. Oh, the British and the French.
Gator bunny sounds like something from Avatar.
You know what? We're getting new Avatar movies. We might very well see a gator bunny. Alright, so we're going to be meeting up with our fellow pirates, or at least the more notable ones that basically run the island. Or a euphemism. Or a euphemism.
Or a euphemism.
Possibly both, yes. How am I supposed to... Okay, the steps are over there. That was just... Why did I go that way? I don't know how to enter a tavern. Never been in one before.
Bullshit.
Okay, yeah, that is entirely bullshit. This is the part that... Now hiring.
Now hiring.
By God, you're a sight for salty eyes. Come you in and have a drink.
Morning, all. I can wait. Who's this? Adewale, the Jackdaw's quartermaster. Jackdaw.
Jack off. I mean Jack dog. Jack dog. Jack
Jack
fruit.
There's no way to recover this.
Jack box.
Lads of the better bug growing confederacy here.
You named your brig after a poxy bird.
James Kidd.
Oh, James Kidd. Yeah, I totally forget that James Kidd is in this.
Yep.
Well, spoilers. You know how we feel about spoilers. Well, James Kidd actually, very famous pirate historically. Actually,
Absolutely.
A lot of actual.
There's a whole song about him.
Well,
Captain Kidd.
James Kidd was believed to have been of a bloodline, a lineage of sailors / pirates / privateers. There was a whole legacy that was following after them. That was how you get out of the tavern at closing time.
My name is Captain Kidd as I sail and I sail. Oh, my name is Captain Kidd as I sail. Oh, my name is Captain Kidd, and God's laws I did forbid. And most wickedly I did as I sailed. Your phone died.
I turned it off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I stopped the live because I knew it was going to happen. Alright, disarm and kill guards while going and recruiting people. So, essentially, we're trying to fill out the rest of the crew.
That seems counterproductive. Join our crew!
We'll take back whatever's left. Or isn't.
It's like...
I don't know. We can use whatever's left over for chum.
Right.
So, it's essentially, yeah, me... Oh. Nope. He wants to shoot somebody. We can't be having that. Bye-bye. Yes, you fell quite a ways.
It makes me wonder what's actually in that blade, because what you did was you stabbed him, and then with the blade, pulled him off.
I think what happens is...
Unless he's like stabbing, grabbing,
for the spine, go for the spine, disconnect the spine, grab, and then yank back.
No, still trying to grab the spine after you've disconnected is still tough, because that means you still have to stick the rest of your hand in there and grab the spine, and then pull it back.
You wildly specific asshole.
What?
Wait, what was the secondary objective? Nope, wrong button. Disarm and kill guard. I just killed one.
You didn't disarm him, though. All you did was stab him in the back.
Okay.
Well, that didn't quite go the way we wanted it, did it?
How did you not die, sir?
Thanks.
Oh,
rat.
hello. Yep, rat. That's not going to bode well pretty soon.
Spoilers.
Well, we already kind of talked about it in Ziki about what happened.
Well, we were giving general history.
Yes, I know. But anywhere there's rats, there's disease. I think anybody can place those two together, especially here. Like right here in particular, where there's just hut.
Hot. How about stop being stabbed? That always helps.
You have the wrong man.
No, I have to get a rat burger.
I'll see
I
you
don't think
back.
any amount of cooking would alleviate the concerns we have over the meat. Oh, shanty. There we go.
That was easy.
Right. Usually those things are bastards because they start off super fast and they run away from you. Like literally they'll run away from you as fast as they can and you have to try multiple times in order to get it. Storm Along John. That's the one we found.
Well, some of them are made to where you have to do a certain amount of like, because it has a route.
Yeah.
They will basically run a big giant circle.
I just ran through and nobody stopped me.
Hello. Dead.
These are almost as bad as the guards in Shadow of Mordor.
I'm just gonna sit here and load while you load and shoot him in the face.
And not die?
Ah! I want to move.
Yeah, sharpshooter. Are we gonna be able to dodge that?
Yeah, you could. Just move faster.
Well, in this one you don't have a roll function, so I couldn't necessarily do anything about that. Disarm and kill the guards, shoot the rope to save the pirate. Oh, that's right. I need ammunition for that. Where'd the rifle go?
There's two right there.
Well, he has ammo. Ah! No! Wait, I can't take the... Wait.
Sharpshooter.
Who just...
That guy up there. See, there's a rifle right there. There's three of them.
I've got a deadline on it.
You're dead. How about that?
And now the rifle is useless.
And stabbing.
That is completely impractical. Just even the momentum you're gonna put behind that, you're taking the sword through someone's flesh, through the tough skin, and then back out again. And then you're going to pick them up and throw them down to the ground.
This pirate bears the blood of many innocents on his hands. His Majesty's honorable representative has decreed.
Are you still talking?
Right? Did you not see what just
I
happened?
think you just killed him.
No, I just have to cut the rope in time. Ah!
Faster, lads, we're losing ground.
Nope, can't.
It's over there.
He's dead. You let him die. You failed. What? I have this on Xbox. I also played it on PlayStation. But I mostly played it on Xbox.
I don't struggle with it, but I always just prefer the PlayStation just because it's familiar. And
I don't struggle, I just let a man die, that's all.
Should we do something about
Unreal, don't you dare.
final?
Yes, I'm just going to walk up to you. There we go. I needed that. I needed the... Literally one bullet? What do you mean loot ammo? There's only one bullet. This is not ammo, this is a bullet.
Reach the hanging.
Yeah, so apparently, no! Climbing systems get so much better in the later games.
Captain Kenway, come fast. The soldiers have kept a man in irons.
They clapped a man in irons. Well, at least they didn't slap
Many
his
innocents.
Stabbity, stab, stab,
Hey,
stab.
where do you think you're going?
Ha! They died. Kick him in the jewels.
Damn! Damn everything!
He died.
You know what? Would you like to join him?
Yes, actually.
Oh, okay.
That way I don't have to sit here and witness you fail. Over and over and over.
You sound like my father! And again, just walk right up to them. Can I loot your... Did you not have ammunition?
Are you an ancestor of a stormtrooper?
Well, they had plenty of ammunition, they just couldn't hit anything. And nope, don't mind me.
Wow.
There's just a bunch of murder, a bunch of stuff you can do in this game. You know what, why don't I just take his rifle? Drop the rifle. Good. Very good. I shall take that. Thank you very much. Oh, nope. Go back. Go back! Gimme. This is mine now. That's pretty much the energy right there. Alright, so we're gonna shoot. I'll tell you what, we're gonna shoot the rope first.
That's a good plan. Because then he can help you.
And then, gonna beat the crap out of everybody with said rifle. And the bayonet. Oh, and...
Good luck.
Oh! And we're
just standing there.
Everyone will just watch. You will watch horrified.
What was that?
I know, right?
Look at me trick. They shot him.
Not a word. Not a word. Not a word.
You're not wanted here.
What? Oh, so they wouldn't draw their weapons as I'm running at them to kill them. But I run under the platform and they want to kill me.
Damn it, it's not for your health.
I will accept that because you had not said that yet and I was expecting it a long time ago. Cheats allow you to replay missions with interesting modifier. That's new. Keep in mind that progression saving is then turned off to activate a cheat. Open. The fuck?
Who used? No.
This was not in the original release.
Val has Brett energy. I don't know how to take that as a compliment or what.
Oh, trust me, coming from her, it's a compliment. It is one of the highest compliments she could possibly be giving you right now. If anything, she's admiring the energy you were exuding a moment ago, you absolute dickhead.
Many innocents on his hands. His Majesty.
There we go. Okay, now everybody dies.
So what is with that bystander just standing there? There's the guy who killed him right there. He just fell over? Win the ball. Take it. Ah.
Damn it.
They killed the guy again.
No, that's not that. I was hit.
Oh no, they killed the guy. For warning restricted area, are you out of the zone?
No, I'm not out of the zone or anything. I'm close to dying. See?
No, yeah, it's been a while since I played the game, so.
And yeah, what are you doing just standing up here, my dude?
He's still tied.
No. The
Oh, her just. I came for a hanging. This is what I got.
Teach me your ways, oh great asshole.
Right.
that was poor.
You should have met me on a ship.
Oh God. There was so much, just so much, all the time.
But it worked.
I'm not saying it
worked.
For all intents and purposes, it absolutely did work because they loved the quote-unquote novelty of it. Yeah, they're like, oh my God, this is such a fun, authentic experience. It's like, fuck you. Oh my gosh.
It's so realistic. Like, this is probably not how they actually acted. They just acted like everybody else.
Pretty much.
It's kind of like the quintessential. I saw a little thing about this not too long ago. About like, what do pirates actually dress like?
Right,
dressed like everybody else. You couldn't tell someone was a pirate unless they told you outright half the time.
What have you heard?
It's meant to be a temple or a tomb, hiding a treasure of some kind.
That's it. See here.
What is with the teeth just now?
I know, I saw that.
Fairy stories you
Going on about the observatory, the thing that we learned from the Templars.
10,000 times above what we could pull off.
Oh shit, it's still doing it.
Robbing the king to pay his
A
poor
big old glitch right there. It's like he sucked in your lips. Oh my gosh,
He's got pot lip. He's got pot lip.
That's a big old glitch right there.
Edward Kennedy's got pot lip.
Edward Kenway with
Kenway.
His dentures don't fit. Oh boy.
I can just see that right now. Hey, sailor.
Not unreal. Nah, it's just because he's Welsh. I'll take your word for it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we were just at the tavern a minute ago. Now we're just gonna hang out here and smoke.
A lot of calcium.
Not a bad looking tinder box.
See how it tracks this. Oh my god.
Why?
Is mine big?
Is that how he attracts the sheep?
Is this Jamaican
Oh,
funk? I prefer the Spanish
this
stuff.
Jamaican funk.
So,
Yeah, someone's been in the Jamaican funk, that's for sure.
Right? His face is frozen face down.
Now to take a prize the proper.
I can make those
Catch
jokes.
up at the old fishing village. Aye.
That's a
I love how right.
I think the most serious situation.
Okay, he's fixed. He's finally fixed.
Fixes giant. Okay.
No, it's literally a Cinderella story. It's the Botox. I can't show emotion for another hour and a
I take
half.
pride in piloting my own ships.
Oh my god, my face is
Keeps me
bad.
alert.
Wait,
Let's
the
make some
spyglass?
headway, shall we?
We can do
I've
that?
no need for schooling.
I
How
don't
many
remember this
prizes
thing.
did we
Oh wait,
take
no, this
together
was
as
a thing in previous
privateers?
games because when you looked at the ships,
Yeah.
you kind of got an outline
There's
of
a
like
prize
what
worth
they,
taking.
what they had on them.
Yeah.
Take us in close. After you subdue a prize.
Now, supposedly
Project
they're supposed to come out
Demand
with
respect that you would never give
what's it called
yourself.
black sails or something like that,
Yeah.
Soft minds.
or skull and bones.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Back of their minds.
And it was basically supposed to be kind of like, hey, this is the answer to Sea of Thieves, but it's based off of this part of this aspect of
The game.
the gameplay from this game.
Okay.
Which is nice. I liked it. I thought it was really good, but they've been running into a lot of problems with it recently. So I've been keeping an eye on it. I didn't like the idea that you don't actually, at least from what I was first researching on it, you don't get to explore islands.
No.
You're just stuck on the boat, and it's a lot. There's a mix of PvE versus and a lot of PvP when it comes to the actual ship battles.
Taking on a decent amount of water. So keep
Alright.
the cannons quiet.
We're boarding our first
Take
ship.
care not to sink her.
But hopefully next Thursday though, speaking of CSPs, that's when I'm pretty much planning to hop on CSPs.
Okay.
So if you want to join me, that would be fantastic.
Yes, I will have to do it here, but that's not a problem. We have the Xbox and everything set up, and I've got a camera here. Just have to do that. Okay, we've taken a small schooner. Wait until we move on to the galleons, everybody.
Buen dia, senor.
Oh, here we go, Hornigold.
I am Captain Hornigold. This is my
Considered
crew.
himself a dandy
We're sailors
gentleman
like
pirate.
yourselves, but
He's like, I'm gonna rob you and kill you people, but I'm going to do it like a gentleman would. But you know what? That's what they do. It's a thing called, buying everything and owning it and causing disparity in the communities because they undercut you and will not pay you proper wages.
Señor,
Pretty much.
familia, se lo suplico.
Anyone speak English? English.
Little bit.
Tell
Little
your
bit, that
friends
means-
we're
nothing.
stealing your goods, and we won't hurt nobody if everyone stays as still as a sandbar. You got that?
Please to repeat.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Lock them in the hold and take everything that isn't nailed
Yes,
down.
lock them into a hold on a sinking vessel.
Well, I mean, right now they're. I don't know how far down they would go. They're practically running aground at this point.
Well, that's okay. Yeah, never mind. That's fair. Damn it, Mythos beat me to the classism joke. Repair the jackdaw. Yes.
Good take
Yeah,
today,
check
Kenway.
to it.
Half a dozen scores of that size,
And
set for a year.
I think we will call that a night there, everybody.
Yep, it is time to call that a night.
Gotta get Maldris' stuff packed up so he can head back to the fam. And I'm gonna get ready to get a few things ready for tomorrow as well. But thank you guys for tuning in. It was a wonderful time on the TikTok Live, and we're going to be working out the technical issues, obviously, here and there as we make our way amongst, trying to get his stream going, my stream going, everything else in between. But we're grateful for everybody that was tuning in, everybody having fun with us as usual, and hopefully we'll see you guys all next time. We'll be announcing, I'll hopefully be able to announce when he and I will do them. I can do that thing on TikTok where we can make a calendar thing where it sets the live or whatever. And hopefully be able to schedule it with Twitch as well to say, hey, we're going to have this today or whatever. So just, you can set a notification or just be sure to tune in.
Oh, yeah.
But this will be a more regular thing, either here in the Tiki just hanging out and talking, or go over to my place or anything, and we'll just figure out what works best, whether it be us together or we'll stream on Sea of Thieves together. So, yeah. Everybody remember, go follow Mal on his Twitch, Maldris, just like it is on his TikTok. Maldris, Maldreis.
Yep.
Alright.
Maldris.
And I'm sure we'll be filming some either pirate content or just some. I need to feature you as a mythological character, probably a Norse mythological character.
Am I a mythological creature? Am I that rare?
You are quite a rarity.
I am my own creature.
You are quite a rarity indeed, sir. One of a kind, and one we wish was extinct.
Well, I like to go.
Never.
Mythos for inviting me over.
Never cross the streams.
Never cross the stream. Oh my.
You don't want to say that to us. That was one of the worst jokes ever that we had on the pirate ship that we worked on.
Yep.
And if we tried to skip it and not acknowledge it, no matter what, there was always one person who had to say it. But thank you guys so much. I love you, babe. Unreal, get some sleep. It is about 4 or 5 o'clock over there almost now. So
and if anybody is watching my stream right now, I'm basically using his camera to allow me to do that. Thank you for joining us. Mythos, and thank him for inviting me over so we can hang out and shoot shit, talk about random ass bullshit. For some reason, stocks. I don't know why.
It's the new form of piracy. If you ride the waves correctly, you can you can definitely find some good loot.
Oh, definitely.
We'll have to do a stream devoted just to that, just talking about that.
Yeah, we can totally do that.
Anybody interested that wants to get into it, we are not experts, but whatever we know, we can share. I can share a couple things with you. Actually, there's a couple websites I can tell you about in a minute.
That'd be great.
Ride the waves.
But,
all right, you guys have a great night, though. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right. I was gonna let you.
Oh. But yeah, the stuff. Things. Follow me. Do the thing. See you Thursday. Hopefully.
Stay safe, everybody.
Good night.
The lag's not too low, is it?
No, it's not too lag. I was hoping to test my chat here.
What the
Make sure that my Lenorn board was working.
The board.
Yeah, it's a thing that allows me to program certain events.
Oh, I gotcha. Oh yeah, no, I remember that now.
Let's see. What's the newest one I just did?
You were testing
Preach
a couple.
It.
Yeah,
is the one I just.
You're testing a couple of them out because I heard you do it.
Yeah. Here. Hey,
and so it
goes.
was.
That's now being streamed.
Upon that day.
So whenever someone wants to redeem points, random shit is gonna happen now.
See, I gotta start working on that.
Fuck
I gotta start
was
getting
given.
those set up. I am truly out of my depth when it comes to that sort of thing.
Yeah, we can work together on that.
Like, I have no idea how any of that shit works. I'm sure once I know it, I'm gonna be like, oh, that sounds super simple because it